Welcome you all for your thermodynamics lecture series. Today we are going to see a basic problems on first law of thermodynamics. So in this lecture series we are going to see a very basic problem on first law of thermodynamics. So before entering into the problem, first we can recall what is first law of thermodynamics. So in a cyclic integral, the net heat transfer is equal to net work transfer. And also for a process, it is defined as delta Q, which is equal to work done plus your internal energy. Okay, so Q is equal to W plus del U, and as we all know the sign convention, when the heat is supplied it is positive, when the heat is rejected it is negative, when the internal energy is decreased it is negative, and the internal energy is increased it is positive. When the work is taken out of the system it is positive, when we are giving work to them it is negative. Problem 5. A piston and cylinder machine contains a fluid system which passes through a complete cycle of 4 processes. During the cycle, the sum of all heat transfers is 170 kJ. The system completes 100 cycles per minute. Complete the following table showing the method for each item and compute the net rate of work output in kilowatt. So here a piston and cylinder machine contains a fluid system which passes through complete cycle of 4 processes. Okay, here we are having a piston cylinder arrangement. It is having 4 processes. That is the first process A to B, and second process B to C, and third process C to D, and fourth process D to A. So during this process they are measuring 3 quantities, that is heat transfer, work transfer and internal energy. Here delta E is internal energy and they measure in the units of kilojoule per minute. So this is also given in the question as the table. During the cycle the sum of all heat transfer is 170 kilojoule. Okay, by summing all these values, that is summation of this whole heat transfer, that is Q of AB and Q of BC and Q of CD plus Q of DA, which is equal to 170 kilojoule. During the cycle the sum of all heat transfer is 170 kilojoule. The system completes 100 cycles per minute. So the number of cycles is 100 cycles per minute. Okay, so here is heat is taken out of the system. The sum of the all heat transfer during the cycle, the sum of the all heat transfer is 170 kilojoule. The heat is transferred out of the system. So we should put negative sign here. Summation of Q is equal to minus 170 kilojoule. And also complete what they ask. Complete the following table showing the method for each item. Here they represent a dash symbol. Okay, so we need to find it out delta E of AB and delta E of BC. Okay, for 0 we no need to find it out. For this left one we need to find out delta E of AB and delta E of BC and work done of CD, heat transfer of the last process we need to find all the values, heat transfer, work done and also your internal energy. So here only the 2 data, that is heat transfer is net heat transfer is minus 170 kilojoule and number of cycles is given. So it is 100 cycles per minute. So I can multiply with this to get net heat transfer equal to minus 17,000 kilojoule per minute. So we need to find it out, as I have said earlier, we need to find it out delta of AB, delta E of BC, WCD, that is work done of CD, and Q of heat transfer of DA, work done of DA, and delta internal energy of DA, and also we need to find out net to rate work output in the unit of kilowatt. So for my convenient I am keeping this data table here. First process. So first process A to B. We know the first law of thermodynamics is Q is equal to W plus del U. I am applying for that law, first law of thermodynamics in the process A to B. So I am writing that Q of AB which is equal to W of AB plus delta U of AB. Okay, substitute the values from the table what are all given. So Q is 0 for the first process A to B. Q is 0, so substitute Q of AB is 0 and W of AB is 2170, so write it off 2170. And this delta E here, delta E, so I am writing here as delta U. For our convenient I am writing as delta U. So it is delta U of AB is, we need to find it out. So by solving the simple equation we can find it out. Delta U is equal to minus 2170 kilojoule per minute. So this value we find it out by using the first law of thermodynamics. Then again for process B2C. So apply the same first law of thermodynamics for process B2C. What you can write, Q of BC, which is equal to work done of BC plus internal energy of BC. So substitute the values of BC process here. QBC equal to 21,000 and WBC is 0. We need to find it out internal energy of BC process. So by solving the simple equation, you can get delta U of BC is equal to 21,000 kilojoule per minute. The next one is process C2D. So in this process C2D, you apply first law of thermodynamics here. Q of CD equal to W of CD plus delta U of CD. So Q of CD is minus 2100. But in this case, in the previous cases, we need to find out internal energy. But in this case, we need to find out work done. Okay, so work done of CD, we didn't know. So substitute as it is, work done of CD minus, here minus 36,000 is our internal energy of the process C2D. So substitute those values. Then you can obtain the work done of CD process, that is 33,900 kilojoule per minute. So in the given, summation of Q is equal to minus 17,000 kilojoule per minute. So in the previous one, we have find out summation of Q. That is summation of Q is given, the question is minus 170 kilojoule, and also the number of cycles per minute is 100. By cross multiplying that, we can obtain summation of net heat transfer is minus 17,000 kilojoule per minute. But is by adding these all the terms, we can get minus 17,000 kilojoule per minute. But we didn't know about this Q of dA value. For that, I am writing summation of Q is Q of AB plus Q of BC plus Q of CD plus Q of dA. We know the summation of Q value. So you write minus 17,000, which is equal to Q of AB is 0 and Q of BC is 21,000 and Q of CD is minus 2,100. We need to find it out Q dA. So by solving this equation, Q of dA, which is equal to minus 35,900 kilojoule per minute. So in this, we find it out delta E of AB, delta E of BC and work done of CD and also Q of dA. So in the next slides, we are going to find it out work done of dA and also delta E of dA. So again, we are applying the first law of thermodynamics. Summation of Q is equal to summation of W, that is net heat transfer equal to net work transfer. So we know that the net heat transfer is minus 17,000 kilojoule per minute. As the similar way, by applying the first law of thermodynamics, we can also write the net work transfer equal to minus 17,000 kilojoule per minute. So what I can write, summation of work done, that is summation of these all work done. So summation of all work done, WAB plus WBC plus WCD plus WDA. So summation of work done is minus 17,000, which is equal to WAB is 2170 and WBC is 0. In the previous slide, we find it out WCD. Okay, so in the previous case, we find out WCD, that is 33,900 kilojoule per minute, plus this one WDA, we need to find it out. By solving this simple equation, you can get WDA is equal to minus 53,070 kilojoule per minute. Then we need to find it out this only one unknown term, internal energy of the process D2A. So again, applying the process for this only process. Okay, for this process, what is the first law? Q is equal to W plus del U. So QDA is equal to WDA plus delta U of dA. So QDA is, in the previous one we find it out, QDA is minus 35,900, which is equal to WDA. So substitute these values WDA in this equation, and only one unknown term is internal energy delta U. So delta U is equal to 17,170 kilojoule per minute. So by the way, we can find it out all the unknown values. Okay, first question we have answered all the unknown values from this table, we have find it out. Then the next question is rate of work done in kilowatt. So we need to find out rate of work done in kilowatt. So work done, that is here work done in the unit of kilojoule per minute. Okay, so if you need to convert into watt, we have to, what is the 1 watt? 1 watt equal to 1 joule per second. Okay, so 1 watt equal to 1 joule per second. Here in the unit of kilojoule per minute. Okay, So work done is equal to kilojoule per minute. We know that the summation of work done is minus 17,000 kilojoule per minute. We need to convert this unit conversion. We can directly obtain the answer. So this is joule per minute. So this joule per minute will be converted into second. We will get joule per second. So 1 joule per second can be written as 1 watt. So that simple process, that is to convert minute into second. So I am dividing this equation by 60. That is minute into second multiply with 60. For here, if the minute is in the denominator, so I am putting 60 here. Okay. So minus 17,000 divided by 60. Okay. So that is 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. So you apply that. So that is minus 17,000 divided by 60. You can get minus 283.33 kilojoule per second. So this rate of work done can be written as minus 283.33 kilowatt. This is a basic simple unit conversion here. Okay. So as we all know, 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. Okay. So 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. By replacing 1 minute, I am writing 60 seconds. That's all. Okay. So here in the denominator it is 1 minute. I am just replacing that 1 minute equal to 60 seconds. Okay, so that is 60 seconds can be written in the denominator. By dividing this, you can get minus 283.33 kilojoule per second. This 1 joule per second, that is joule per second, can be written as watt. So that is our final rate of work done is minus 283.33 kilowatt. So as a result, so this is the given table and this is the table we have filled out. Okay, so these are all the values we have found out: minus 2170 delta E of AB and delta E of BC, and work done of CD and Q of DA and work done of DA, and also delta E of DA, and also we find it out rate of work done is in terms of kilowatt, that is minus 283.33 kilowatt. Thank you.